the track, cross promote the track.
This is FanStream Sports.
Can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Yes! Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show. That show that you've accidentally tapped on and now you're here and you can't remove it from your screen because we've running viruses all through your network. Maybe not kidding. That show that has the text line 214-937-0569. And me, I'm Colby Sapp. And the guy that bobs his head and pushes buttons and it's probably diddling your mom. It's one IndyCar Tim. What's up, Tim?
Colby, I don't have a virus. I've been checked, and I am clean as of 7 years ago.
All right, well, not enough proof. Not enough proof. We do have a gentleman that's going to be in here talking, and he likes to talk dirt track, but we're going to make him talk other things because...
Did you say gentleman? You son of a...
Well, then I was going to go to some other direction, but, you know, here he is. It's Riggs, everybody. What's up?
What's up, you man? Man, had to fight the rain to get over here, but glad to be with you guys tonight. I thought it would be fun to be watching you guys. And, Tim's always bobbing his head, as usual.
I like our song.
Is it really that?
It's a good song. We have a show, by the way. I don't know if it's a good show. You can decide for yourself. It could be great. It could be, well... There is a news and notes story coming up later that involves the penis. So that should be exciting for most and all of you, because anytime penis and news and notes gets together, well,
It's our show, Colby.
it's a good time.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Penises and bears riding bicycles.
Yes. If we can somehow find a story that involves bears riding bicycles, oh my gosh, my words in my mouth.
I thought you were going to say bears riding binaries.
Well, you know, could have been. Nothing was getting together. That file cabinet was currently closed, but we have some stuff there. Sports report. Tim's got sports he wants to talk about, and of course, I want to talk about Dimwitty. So we're going to have a fight. But
What'd you call him?
Dimwitty?
Careful.
Yeah, that's his name. You know what? We could just go to the mall and go to Spencer's if you'd like.
All right, there's good stuff in there.
Good
Lots
bad.
of sex toys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is a weird bit, though, to have a store in the middle of the mall.
It's not weird. It's very
with
American.
Sex toys right in the middle of the mall. But then you walk around Walmart and you realize that they have
Right.
also a sex toy aisle at Walmart.
There's not a whole lot of fleshlights there, but if you want a vibrating candle holder, they probably have got that there.
Colby, do you want to borrow my fleshlight?
No, I sure
You
don't.
want to go mudding?
No, none of those things. Good, bad, and ugly. We do birthdays. That's where we do birthdays. If you're waiting on birthdays, that's where we do birthdays.
Colby, have you ever experimented with vibrating anal beads?
Have not, will not, and that answer will always be no.
One of these days.
Mystery shotgun. We finally get to bury. That is the Crapolite. Thank God it's over. I'm done hate watching this humongous piece of crap.
Greatness.
Oh, dear sweet God. I wish it would it went away. And thank goodness, I don't think we have to worry about season 2.
Oh, it's coming back.
And then I've got some confirmed now. The things that I told you about Deadpool and Wolverine, they're all now confirmed. And so if you want to go in and not be shocked by anything you see on the screen, or hey, if you do, I'll try and give you the spoiler-free news and is this my phone that keeps going off? I swear to God, I keep...
Is it your mom calling again?
Probably.
Colby, did you know we had a professional football game played in a mall? We're going to talk about that in the second hour.
What?
Yeah, played inside of a mall. A professional football game, a championship game played in a mall. And we're going to talk about it in the second hour.
But before we get into all of that, I have discovered something in my jaunts around grocery stores, and it's the ability to have the $2.34 lunch. Would y'all like to know
What year is this?
my lunch hack?
Yeah,
Please.
and which grocery store?
It costs different at different grocery stores. This hack, it is $3.56 at Kroger's, or it is $2.34 at Walmart. It's basically the same thing. And if Albertsons is around the same as Kroger's is.
What about Skaggs Alpha Beta
Don't go to Skaggs.
or Food Lion?
No. Don't. Well, you don't want tainted meat, sir.
You remember that? Huh?
Wait, did you say taint?
Yeah.
Taint meat.
all I eat.
Nobody wants taint meat. But the food hack that I have for you guys is if you're down on your luck and you're just looking for a little lunch real quick, right? Or maybe you just don't have a lot of cash, you don't want to get out the card, whatever it is. But if you've got $3, I can get you lunch. This is what you do.
What's her name?
They go to you go over to the bakery section and they have their single serve rolls. These things are 34 cents.
What?
Or you're looking at about 99 cents at Kroger.
But a roll, $1 for one roll.
For a roll, like a Cuban.
Big roll. Okay, gotcha.
Like a Cuban
Gotcha,
roll,
gotcha.
right? Or a boleo roll, right? Or bolio, however you want to say it. Sounds too much like polio, so I don't say it like that. You go get one of those, and then they always have near the boar's head or near the deli counter, they've got mustard, mayonnaise, relish, all that stuff, right? Grab that and a knife. Then you go over to the meat section, and you grab you 2 packs of buttings, 83 cents a piece. Put that all together, and you got a sandwich that's about the size of your face. Congratulations, you've got lunch for $2.34. Actually, a little less because at Walmart the budding packs are 83 cents a piece.
Nice. That's I grew up poor, so budding is like that. That was a staple at our house anyway.
Right. So that's my quick and fast hack. I was going to ask you guys, since I come up with that one, is there a certain cheap meal hack off the top of your head? There was no pre-show done by this, by the way. Off the top of your head, is there?
What's a pre-show?
Yeah, we talked about stupid shit. Off the top of your head, is there some go-to? I'm not just talking about, hey, I'm going to make some instant ramen or ramen, depending on which part of the South you're from.
Ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Ramen numerals.
or
Roman numerals.
Or who you dated.
Right. Or who everybody loves. I don't know. It'll take a second for them to get that one.
That was funny.
Okay.
I got it. That was funny.
Struggling.
So, do y'all have any of those things that you have? Because that's in my rep.
So we talking about at home or when you're out in a boat?
It's either or. Your go-to, I don't want to, either I don't have or I don't want to spend money, but I got to eat.
I think I make my own like cheese roll-ups at home
Okay.
in the microwave. Tortilla and some cheese. Roll it up and go.
All day. I had those the other day, actually. I had those the other day. At my house, we have a family of 4. But I'm telling you right now, you can never go wrong with chili dogs. Literally, chili dogs for a family of 4 cost about $7.15.
That's not bad. My favorite thing that involves chili and cheese is to take a mound of shredded cheese, put it on a plastic plate with just a little bit of Pam on the bottom of it. Throw it in the microwave. Yeah, it'll pop a little bit. It'll crisp up. Then you put your chili on top of it and you roll that thing up. Cold chili on the hot cheese. Mm-hmm. There you go. Now you've got crunchy cheese and chili in a bowl.
So we talking about like Wolf brand chili or the off brand chili? What's the deal?
Colby probably makes his own
I mean, I do too.
out of gluten-free beans
No.
cottage cheese.
First of all, it's not chili if it has beans in
Thank
it.
you.
I agree.
MFer.
I agree. But I didn't know you knew that.
You just made stew that's flavored
Exactly.
like
It's
chili.
bean stew with beef added to it.
So
This is bean soup with meat.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, we have gone through that little bit, but
Colby, I have a question for both of you guys.
you do.
So I heard something on the way here that I wanted to discuss, and now it seems like as good a time as any.
All right, do it.
I'm going to start by asking you guys a question. I need you to answer it.
All right.
What is the name of the NFL team based in Cincinnati?
The Bengals.
The Bungles. Well, they were anyway. The Bungholes. The Cincinnati Bungholes.
Colby, say yours again.
Bengals.
Okay.
The Bengals.
Okay.
It's regional, as my wife would say.
Reason I ask this question, because strolling into work today, listening to, of course, the G-Bag Nation on 105.3 to the Fan 2 to 7 weekdays.
If you see me, beer me, N.A.
One, Eric Chiafolo. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Zach Wolchuk.
Okay, the Woolly Bully.
The Woolly Bully was going off about the Bengals.
The Bengals.
And he kept saying the Bengals, just like you did, Colby.
Yeah.
Isn't that bracelets?
And I texted him. I texted in and I said, "Why does Zach keep calling the NFL team in Cincinnati the all-girl 80s pop band? They're the Cincinnati Bengals, not the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, they're named after the Bengal tiger.
No, they're named after the Bengal tiger."
No.
He texted me back. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. Did I say Bengals?" And I was like 7 times.
So does he walk like an Egyptian?
I don't know.
Is that a thing? That's kind of a weird deal.
But you know what's funny? So then I got to thinking, when I was like a little kid, I probably said Bengals, right? Then I got to thinking some other NFL teams that I mispronounced as a child.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't so much the team, but then I started to remember when I was, I don't know, sub 10 years old, right? Watching the Steelers beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowls. I used to call the city that the Steelers played in Pittsburgh.
Did you say pitch?
Yeah, I can remember calling it Pittsburgh. And I can remember like in middle school or something, like realizing, oh, there's no H there. It's Pittsburgh. And then it sounded weird for another 10 years when I said Pittsburgh. But the Woolly Bully's not 10 years old. And neither are you, Colby.
No, but I just say it how I say it.
Learn to talk English.
If you don't like how I say it, well, you know what? Fuck you. How about that?
I was just trying to figure out what
ask me.
Trying to figure out what the consensus was. Is it Bengals or Bengals? I don't.
Bengals.
All right.
It's the Chandler Bengals.
Nobody knows who Chandler Bing is.
Well, you knew what it was.
Well, because I'm old.
Well, we all need friends. Let's move on.
All right, Colby, take control of this show. I'm in the ditch. Get us out.
All right, so time to grab the wheel as I now look at Tim and say, "Hey, Tim,
Hey, Colby.
what day is it today, bud?"
Oh, wow, you're ready to go there, aren't you? I'm glad you asked, Colby. Today is Monday. It is not hump day, as I realize now.
Hump day.
Because I was 52 years old when I realized what hump day meant. And it wasn't sexual. We did a show about that, actually. What day it is, Colby, if I may present this to you, and will. Today is Casual Pie Day.
Pie.
And apparently this is referring to the mathematical pi. Now, we all know Pi Day is March 14th.
Correct.
So I don't know what Casual Pie Day means. It won't tell me. But it's like mentioned 3 different times on today.
So.
Is anybody a mathematician face?
No.
No,
Damn it. Huh.
not at all. Math sucks for me. But I do have a funny pie story.
Shoot.
So Colby will know this because, he knows the wrestlings.
Uh-huh.
And back in the day, The Rock had this very famous skit about pie. And so probably had to been 99 because my wife and I had just started dating. We were a bunch of friends of ours at the Razzoos.
Uh-huh.
You know of the Razzoos, yeah?
Yeah. Home of the rat toe.
They will burn your face off, rat toes too. So we're at dinner and old girl comes up and we've already had dinner and she's like, "Would you guys like dessert?" And so I did the whole Rock bit on her and I was like, "Do you got apple pie or blueberry pie? What about poontang pie?" And about 10 minutes later, the manager come over and said, like, "Yeah, you guys are done. You got to go."
Huh.
Yeah. But that story has been told like in legend for
Star Wars Legends?
ever since. Almost, yeah.
Colby, it is also, and Will, it is also Lion's Share Day. So you're not supposed to share your lion,
How about your loins?
which I've been known to do several times in one day.
Mm-hmm.
I was just always by myself.
Right.
But yeah, you're supposed to share with other people, I guess, or
Well,
take
not
your
the
fair
lion's
share.
Your fair share is the lion's share.
So the lion's share, get ready to take more than your fair share on
Right.
this special occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stupid saying. They need to get rid of that. It doesn't make sense. It ain't American. How about Mango Day? Anybody eating mangoes? Does anybody
I love mangoes.
know how to post videos to Facebook?
Yes. I'm doing that right now, actually.
I did too.
It's a weird brag. Colby, how about National Fragile X Awareness Day? As Fragile X is apparently a killer syndrome that people have.
Is that where the lady's crazy? Or the dude?
Is that where X-Men came from?
They all.
Yeah.
Should they be called the Fragile X-Men?
No, that's another variant. They've had all. It's in between X-Force and X-Men. There's Fragile X.
X-Force. What about Delta Force? Where are they in all of this?
Chuck didn't let them go.
Greatest movie ever.
It's not really.
I know. How about National Hammock Day? Dude, that's what we need in the studio. We need a hammock.
Where the hell would you put it?
Oh, we'll find somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, we'd hang it somewhere.
We've got a Pop-A-Shot coming. We've got a Golden Tea machine coming.
Yep.
We've got a Fireball machine to put next to the Jaeger machine.
Man.
We got another kegerator maybe coming. I'm going to have to buy a full-size fridge now because we're going to run out of room. So, yeah, we may have to tear down a wall, Colby. Tear down this wall.
What's up?
How about National Panouche Fudge Day?
What the?
We going mudding, Colby?
No. And you know what? This will be one of the few times that food is mentioned and I go, what?
Panouche is a fudge made with butter, milk, brown sugar, and flavored lightly with vanilla. Okay, that just sounds like fudge.
I was going to say, that's just fun.
Isn't that just fudge?
It's fudge. That is.
Who is this Panouche person?
I don't know, but you probably get their attention by doing this.
And if you pronounce it in Spanish, it means something totally different.
Yeah. Panuche. Pinche panuche, por favor.
That's right.
Mi novia. How about National Rat Catchers Day?
What? So cats?
You guys ever watch Rat Patrol? That was the greatest show ever, man.
No, man, my kids used to turn on that Billy the Exterminator. That's a wild-ass show right there.
Huh.
Never heard of it.
You should.
Billy the Exterminator? Sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
Check it. Actually, it probably could be, dude. Go check it out on YouTube when you're bored and want to laugh, dude.
You have
The dude
movies
is
on YouTube?
Wild. You can watch a lot of stuff on YouTube.
You can watch movies on YouTube?
Yep.
Yes.
Not YouTube TV, but
No,
like
no,
YouTube.
it's a TV show. It's a TV show. Yeah, but a lot
okay.
of stuff's up there. Yeah.
Huh. How about Pie Approximation Day? See, we're back to pie again. I don't know why.
Everybody loves pie.
Is that like when you're in the approximate
Except for
area
Kevin,
of a pie?
except for Kevin Hagelin. He doesn't like pie.
No, he doesn't.
He's
He
a
doesn't
cake
like
dude.
Dr. Pepper or barbecue either.
Yeah, that's,
What?
but he loves barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's weird.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like pink Starburst either.
No.
That's the best Starburst.
We need to do a segment on what Kevin hates and just have him on and
Right.
let him go down the list.
Just call the segment the Kevin Hagelin.
Kevin Haitlin joins us now. How about Colby? It is National Spoonerism Day.
Is that? Oh wait. I don't want to be Little Spoon.
What is? No, that's me. I'm always Little Spoon, especially when I wake up spooning a homeless dude in New Orleans.
What?
So, I don't know what spoonerizing is, but this says it's time to celebrate by embracing the entertaining task of spoonerizing your narrative.
All right, Spoon Man, come together with your hand, save me. Wait, is that not it?
Overrated.
What?
Overrated
Oh,
song.
go shoot yourself.
I mean, I like the band, but that's an overrated song.
It's a fun song.
We don't need it.
I mean, any rock song that also incorporates a dude playing spoons.
No, I get it, and I've seen the dude. I saw the dude, the real dude that they wrote that would play the spoons and that they wrote it about. I saw him, but I don't think we need it in a song. And then finally, Colby, to finish up what day it is today. World Brain Day.
Everybody go get your brain chip from Elon Musk
What?
so you can play.
Is he doing that?
So you can play.
You don't get one when you buy a Tesla or a Cybertruck?
Dude, we've done stories about this.
I don't think it was him, though. I thought it was like Russia doing that.
No, it's literally him. There's still the dude that can like control his computer by just thinking about it. He's like stayed up after he got the surgery, just stayed up all night playing video games without a mouse.
We have covered some weird brain stuff, okay, on
Yes.
the show. But
I've
I
had
don't.
some weird brain stuff.
I don't remember like Elon being involved in brain chips.
Okay.
I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying my brain is full. Apparently,
I should have sent you the picture today. Speaking of Elon, of the somebody bought a Tesla truck, and then they painted it like the General Lee,
I've seen that.
and they called it the General Electric.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Hilarious.
One of the most
Nice.
brilliant minds of our time, by the way.
Good.
Talking about Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Rascal.
All right, Colby. What do we do now? I don't have a run sheet.
It is time for Tim to look
Oh, yeah.
and find and hopefully get the little title screen as it's time for the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show's Sports Report. And before Tim gets into all the shit that he had written down that he offered, Sports Report again. Before he gets into all the things, Sports Report one more time. Before he gets
Working.
Sports Report again.
Colby, my computer's freezing. It won't play the stupid title.
Sports
There it is.
Report.
There it is. There it is. I got it.
Sports.
I fixed it.
Before we get into whatever Tim told that was going on in his brain in his sports section, I did want to get into the fact that the Dallas Mavericks weren't officially done with the greatness that they've already done. And they went out and got one Spencer Dinwiddie.
Careful.
This acquisition for this next year, as it's a 1-year deal, going along with what else they've done this offseason, I know Jerry said he was going for it, but damn, this looks like the Mavericks are officially going for it.
Well, I mean, they had nowhere to go but up.
They literally had,
After you were embarrassed in the finals.
they went to the finals.
And you were embarrassed.
Embarrassed. It was embarrassing.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying they're playing off of what their weaknesses were and they're improving the team. Right? Because they want to win.
But your statement of they have nowhere to go but up is literally the worst statement in that, because they were literally number 2 team in the league.
Right. So you got to go up.
There's a lot more down to go than there is up. There's only one slot up. There's
But
a lot of down.
But you don't want to go down. You want to go up.
Right.
I always choose the top slot before I go to the lower slot.
Okay. Well,
You better watch out for that.
just make sure that once you're in one, you don't go in the other one, or
Oh, I
else.
go back and forth
No, that's a bad idea by you.
Yeah.
with all sorts of appendages.
And Dipsy Doo, Dunkaroo.
So, Colby,
whoops,
Mr.
she's sick, so are you
Mr.
too.
Mavericks, tell me what Spencer Dinwiddie, how he's going to fit in to the offense here. I mean, we've already added Klay Thompson,
Right.
and I understand what he brings to the table, right? He's your perimeter defense, and he's your three-point shoot, one of your three-point shooters now.
Uh-huh.
The Mavs desperately needed perimeter defense. But what does Dinwiddie bring?
Dinwiddie's going to bring that scoring, that ability to drive when he needs to drive. It's what he's bringing also is a little bit of the toughness. And then if you need him coming off the bench, like you're pretty much assured that, with the age of some of your players, you're going to have a couple of runs where you're not having everybody out there.
Right.
The fact that you're able to have this many guys on your team that can take control of a game, because you have Luka, you have Kyrie, you have Klay, Spencer Dinwiddie can also take care, can take over a game. You have all these guys that can take a run. And with that, you also have, you look at everybody else there too, and you really see a mental toughness that's forming with this team.
Right.
Along with, you still got PJ, you still got Gafford, you've still got Lively, you still got all these other guys in place. Basically, what you're missing out on, what you lost Tim Hardaway Jr., which wasn't the greatest loss of all time.
Yeah, are we too concerned about that?
I did not like losing Derek Jones Jr. I really liked him. But if you're telling me you replace Derek Jones Jr. with Spencer Dinwiddie, I think I'm okay with it.
I'll take it.
And if you're telling me that you replace Tim Hardaway Jr. with Klay Thompson,
I'm in.
I'm totally in. This has been nothing but an upgrade. And this team looks great right now. I think they're done. because I can't imagine doing anything else. But imagine they do. Now they don't have a lot of money, but imagine they do squeeze another thing out. If anything, you're now going to be looking at a team that this should be your championship team.
I mean, you still got to play Boston next year in the finals, potentially. I don't see anybody in the East knocking them off.
Well, there is some teams over in the East that could, if they got right. The Milwaukee Bucks, if they got right, could take care of Boston.
But I see teams that could knock the Mavericks off of the mountain in the West.
Who?
Well, I'm still scared of Oklahoma City.
Okay, they've gotten a little better, but the Mavericks have gotten a lot better.
Still not scared of Phoenix or Denver.
No,
Or the Lakers.
Well, I don't even count them as a team anymore.
Not really.
I
mean,
not scared of Minnesota. The Clippers. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think the Thunder are who scare me the most, and of course we haven't watched them play or in the upcoming season, and that may change. But just and they were young. Look, last season they were super young,
right?
And they're on the way up. They are a team on the rise, as are the Mavericks. I think they're not as young as the Thunder, but they're definitely a team on the rise.
No, they're definitely a team on the rise. And something that people do forget is that this team was mainly formed at the trade deadline, so they haven't even have a full season under their belt together, and that's how they were playing.
The only deficiency I see with the Mavericks, Colby, don't flip the table.
Oh, shut up! No, don't even fucking say it.
Their head coach.
Okay. All right, that's that's better than what I thought you were.
What do you
gonna
think
say.
I was going to say?
I thought you were going to try and say something about Luka, and I was going to come in there and grab you.
No, and you know what?
Beat the shit out of you.
And I've always said it, and I still believe it. Luka can't do it by himself, even though he tries. But the team, dude, the Klay Thompson signing for me, I think 1,000% helps Luka more than it helps the team overall. And Luka's the one that needed the help. Him and Kyrie Irving play well together, but I still think Luka tries to do it all by himself sometimes, and the team suffers for it.
Did you guys ever think that when Kyrie Irving was traded to Dallas that you would get this Kyrie Irving after all he's been through?
No, not at any long shot.
I had a little bit of hope because of the change in media that he was moving to. You have to understand that when you're
Los Angeles and New York, and
you're up in Northeast, and they just look for a reason to badger because they're getting that stuff that they need to get for their headlines. For the most part, the media in the Metroplex just really wants you to succeed. The fans more want you to fail than the media does.
True that.
Yeah.
So
he needed out of there. But no, to answer your question, Will, I never thought we would see this. I was against the trade the whole time. And I think a lot of people were, and rightfully so, because nobody expected what we got out of Kyrie Irving.
I think it's like I liked his game, but I was like, man, he has literally been destructive everywhere he's been. And I hope he doesn't do that in Dallas. And he has been an exceptional teammate and player for the Mavericks. So I'm glad he's.
Boys, shifting gears here a little bit to the Cowboys.
all right,
We have had a possible hint
squirrel.
of who may be your Dallas Cowboys coach in 2025.
Oh, Zim.
No.
Oh,
Because that's probably who I would pick, right? Like,
Right.
I think the consensus among, and I'd probably be okay with that. I don't know.
Yeah,
However,
in Minnesota, man.
From a media standpoint, I think I might like this guy better. He'd be more fun to write about, Will.
oh dear.
On our Cowboys pieces over there at cowboyscountry.com. Shameless plug.
Please don't say Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick has come out as one of the favorites to land the Dallas Cowboys job when Mike McCarthy gets the axe.
Right.
There are 3 teams that he has been listed as the favorites for. The other 2 one of the other teams, potential
It's got to be the Eagles.
coaching hot seat, it's the Eagles.
Yeah, it's got to be there because Sirianni, if they don't do shit this
He
year,
may
he's
go
fired.
mid-season.
Yeah.
The other team, I kind of get.
The New England Patriots.
No. He'll never go back there.
The Miami Dolphins.
I think their coach is safe. Mike McDaniel is safe. But you're in the right division.
New York Jets?
No. Well, now you're just running out of teams.
Well, I mean, now you're
The
just-
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Sean McDermott's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, no, he is.
Man,
He gone.
I can see it. And look, I get it because look who they lose to every year. The Chiefs or the Bengals.
That little bobblehead's about to be shown the door.
But you know, the Bills not going back to a freaking cold weather team. I don't care if they're building a new stadium or not. It's still outdoors.
There's a couple of things in this thought process if Bill Belichick is actually going to be your new head coach starting in 2025 for the Dallas Cowboys. And one of those things is that means Dak's here. Because you're not going to start Bill Belichick with a rookie quarterback.
How do you know Bill Belichick doesn't come here? They let that go, and he trades for Mac Jones.
Okay, shut up, Tim. That means that
dang.
that Dak Prescott's going to be, because he's going to be retained.
Okay.
Because you're not going to start with a different quarterback.
No.
You're not going to
I
go.
agree.
You're not going to do that. The other thing that happens that makes sense with this is Tuna 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is what this is. This is going out and getting the man that showed Brian Broaddus his balls.
That was Al Davis.
No, that was.
Oh,
the
that
Tuna.
was Tuna, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right.
He's going to go get in that version, that guy, to basically be the disinfectant for this locker room, to be the redo over to.
We got a funny comment here, Colby. From Jason Krantz watching on Facebook. Who would you rather coach, the Cowboys or a 24-year-old girlfriend? I rest my case. Well, Jason, I can speak from a little bit of experience. Didn't have a 24-year-old girlfriend because she was 22.
Oh. Jason's my buddy. He's up in Stillwater. He runs a
I
radio
would
station
rather-
in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Coach the Cowboys because it probably pays better.
Probably a lot better.
But there you
It
go.
costs you money to coach a
Yeah.
22-year-old, 24-year-old.
But thanks for chiming in, Jason.
That costs you money doing that.
I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys too.
Well, you're obligated to, sir.
No, I mean, if you talk about just coaching, I mean, depends on what was lost in translation. But I think just because of the money, I'll go with the Cowboys.
Okay, see, and I agree, it's a money thing.
Mhm.
But see, this is a unique.
But does Bill get the reins, though?
No. So this is a part of the unique situation that his coming to the Cowboys would bring. He's not going to be the GM. He's not going to be in charge of personnel. He'll have a say, but he won't be in charge of personnel. And at 4 years old, he just wants to coach. He wants to have a say in stuff, but he's not going to get that anywhere else. That's part of the reason he didn't go to Atlanta, because they weren't going to give him full control. Nobody is going to give him full control wherever he goes. That's not going to be a thing anymore, I don't think.
Not at this point. I don't
But
think it
you know what? I'm kind of in on this.
And the idea of him and McClay sitting there
Yeah.
picking their own guys without Jerry or Steven or anybody.
Jerry
and-
Jones Jr. sticking his neck in there.
Yeah. Just
Bringing him-
thinking
bringing him
about
coffee.
that, where Bill just describes what he wants and Will says, "Be right back."
Yeah.
And
Hold
then-
my beer.
Yeah. Then he goes in. That sounds amazing. Now that's going to feed into the, if you've won a Super Bowl for another team, they've never gone to another team and won the Super Bowl.
It's true.
That's just never happened.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean,
Especially at 74.
of course that would also, if he did that would be the ultimate FU back at Tom Brady.
Oh, my
right?
God. How great would that be? Dude, no. He comes to Dallas and Brady comes out of retirement to play for the
Shut
Cowboys.
your mouth, dude. Shut your mouth.
It's happening.
No, that's not happening.
He'll be 50. Brady will be 50 by then, probably.
But okay, so if you put all things even, and they're both Philadelphia and Dallas need a head coach, and you're Bill Belichick, are you taking the Dallas Cowboys or are you going to the Philadelphia?
He's not going to Philly. Nobody wants to go to Philly.
Well, the idea behind he doesn't want to have to walk around in the hoodie a whole lot anymore and be cold because he's 70. He'll
His 24-year-old girlfriend was like, Ditch the hoodie, honey. Wear like a dress shirt or a polo shirt or something.
He's going to be wearing topsiders on the sidelines next year or year after next.
Nobody knows what that is.
Boat shoes? Nobody knows what topsiders are.
Okay, boat shoes.
Boat shoes, you could have just went with that.
Yeah,
It's the
boat
same
shoes.
things, topsiders.
Nobody calls it topsiders.
I do.
You could have went with penny loafers.
That's what I was,
It's not the same thing.
Huh?
Penny loafers are not the same as boat shoes.
Yeah, penny loafers are the same thing as boat shoes. The difference
No,
is
boat
that the
shoes have laces.
No, the difference is that the boat shoes don't have pennies in them. The penny loafers do.
No.
Well, both shoes are made out of canvas. Penny loafers are made out of leather.
Boat shoes
Shoe talk, everybody.
have
Shoe talk.
boat shoes have laces.
Not all of them.
Yes.
Slip-on boat shoes.
No, well, they're all slip-on, but they have laces.
Mine never did. I just had the
Well,
white
then you
canvas.
don't have boat
Then
shoes,
what are
sir.
they called? The white shoes you just slip on your foot.
Dudes?
What did you say?
That's doobs.
No, dudes, the brand.
Hey,
They're
dudes.
those
Hey,
shoes.
dudes?
Whatever they're called.
No, those
Hey,
are
doobie,
just-
doobie,
those are
doo.
just hey dudes.
Hey,
I'm
what's-
talking about the canvas ones that are white and you stick them on your foot and you don't have time.
I can tell I'm going to have to put this on the screen for you guys. Usually I'm putting hot chicks on the screen for Colby.
Right.
But Will shows up, and now I'm showing topsiders on the screen. There's something wrong here, Colby.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Look, these are topsiders / boat shoes as we wait for it to load here. As our internet's a little slow. Right here.
Okay.
Those are boat shoes / topsiders.
Those look like some Yankee boat shoes right there. Something like East Coast boat shoes.
No, that's what they are. They're like you wear them on yachts. That's what Jerry wears on his boat.
Jerry flew a helicopter one time to a football game I was calling in high school because his grandson played for Highland Park and they were playing at 40.
There you go, Colby. That's the difference. All right, so everybody's out on Belichick.
No, I'm in.
Okay, we got 3 minutes left in the segment. Not that we pay attention to the clock. The other Cowboys point I wanted to get to is there is increasing discussion / speculation / irresponsible reporting by many members of the media, mostly national. I think I've heard a local guy say this. Talked to David Moore a little bit this morning, and he didn't see this as the case, but apparently Dak Prescott has become more of a priority than what we thought. Whereas we've been saying and talking about the Cowboys aren't interested in talking to him. They're going to let him play out the season. They're worried about CD Lamb right now. But now we hear that may be changing and that Dak may be more of a priority. But Dak's already come out and said, if we don't get it done before the season, we're not getting it done. And they'll have to wait. So my question to you boys, if all three, so Dak, CD, and Micah, let's say they're all due right now. Micah, of course, has another year. All three of them are due right now, and you can only pay one. Who is the priority between those three?
You have to have a quarterback to win, man.
So you pay one, the other two go away.
Okay, quarterback.
You got to pay the quarterback.
It's going to be Dak?
Yeah.
But like if you get to the end of this year and you got one more year on the deal for Micah, you could trade Micah for a ton of picks, dude. He's one of the three
Right, but that
best.
wasn't the scenario we discussed.
Oh, my bad.
It's a
to not
pick 'em.
trade him before the season.
The scenario was you've got all three, you can only pay one, and the other two go away.
It's
Does the go away include
For
trades?
nothing. No,
Or they
it goes
just
away
go
for nothing.
Well,
So
then
who's
you
the
gotta
priority?
you got to pay the quarterback.
See, that sounds logical, but I don't know about that.
I mean,
you know what? My brain says quarterback. Thinking about who is the most generational talent, it probably goes Micah, CD, then Dak, as far as talent is based. My problem is due to his smaller stature that it seems that Micah disappears the longer the season goes on these past couple of
He
years.
gets tired. Yeah.
And so if I'm going to rank them because of that and because of how much I think one is talented over the other one, I think it goes CD, Dak, then Micah. But then you have to think about who's throwing the football, and then you got to circle back and put Dak up top. But that's the whole thought process instead of just saying quarterback Dak. It's hard to get a damn quarterback. It's really hard.
Just ask the Raiders.
Right.
Ask the Patriots.
And so if you
Panthers.
if you go through, and we've discussed this, Tim, and I know there's a lot of Dak Prescott haters out there. I understand. But if you go through and you look at your list of quarterbacks in the NFL right now and really look and know that you have a bunch that are aging out. Yeah, Pat Mahomes. No one's going to be better than Pat Mahomes, and probably ever. We're probably seeing the greatest quarterback play that we've ever seen by anybody, and it's by him. But you go through everybody else that's in this league, and from proven to unproven, you start ranking them, and you start really trying to put Dak Prescott where he needs to go, you've got a top 5 quarterback.
That's what the ranking said. I actually had to write an article on it last week.
So
you can't let a top 5 quarterback go.
I will throw this at you, Colby. He's a top 5 quarterback in the regular season.
Yep.
When the postseason comes around, he's a bottom 5 quarterback.
Well, I'd rather have a bottom 5 quarterback in the playoffs than a bottom 5 quarterback in the regular season, because that means you're not even getting to the playoffs.
Okay. I mean, that's one way to look at it. I think either way, I've got Micah third on my list.
And
But
that's not hate everybody.
No.
It's just
priority.
now if he proves this season that his motor can run the whole season, he's going to have a record-breaking season. Yeah, because Zim moves him around and doesn't just keep him on the edge. That could totally change my mind.
I think that's going to happen this year too, by the way,
But I haven't seen it.
with Zim. I think they're going to save him a little bit early in the year, especially in games where you know you don't need him as much,
Right.
and rest him a little bit, because that's what happens, man. He goes so hard every single game, every single play. You know, by December, dude, he's toast.
Right.
And I get it. So, yeah, there you go. And we'll see. I'm not confident anybody gets signed before the beginning of the season.
If it gets to the end of the season, and Dak has a season like he did last year, 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,600 yards, and it's the end of the season, and it's an open market, is Dak in Dallas next year?
No.
Probably not.
And not unless they won the Super Bowl, because Jerry's not going to want him. That's the cat right there. That's the end.
So
Dak's
weird.
got to win the Super Bowl.
No, that's for McCarthy. I don't
think it's both.
I don't think we just discussed if he's going after Belichick, Dak's here next season. Or the season after.
Well, I agree. But
If we get to the end of the year, man, somebody's going to, the Raiders or the Giants or somebody's going to be like, hey, Dak, we'll pay you $70 million a year to play quarterback.
well, it won't be the Giants. They got their guy. They just need a...
I keep
New
seeing that
coach.
on Hard Knocks, dude, but I'm like, there's no way you really believe that.
Colby takes a break.
So coming up next, we've got your good, bad, and ugly, and then my mystery shotgun, where we introduce Will into that little segment, and also how to tell who's ugly. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Hello, sports fans.
FanStream Sports.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's
Sonny
called when
DeVille
you live the turf
freaking
life.
hot
You're
as
now a
ass.
turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories, and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey listeners, make sure you check out the brand new Fan Stream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more Fan Stream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show right here on Fan Stream Sports, live from the DSP Media Podcast Studios in sunny, dark, cloudy, whatever, North Dallas. I'm IndyCar Tim. That's Colby Sapp. That's Will Riggs.
Are you sure?
No, I really don't know what's happening right now.
Okay.
It is Monday, my dudes. I got some more sports talk coming up here in the second hour when we start that bit going about a professional football game, Colby and Will, that was played in a mall.
That's amazing.
Can't wait for this. You guys are going to shit bricks. It's going to be fun. But before we get to all of that other fun stuff, we have this fun stuff to get to as it's time for this.
That's right. It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly, where I go through all the people that were born today, and I pick the people that are famous enough to make my list, and I offer them up to you guys, along with me, Tim, and Riggs. We're going to find out separately who we think is the good person, who we think is the bad person, and who we think is the ugly person. So we're going to start the day off with one turning, I believe it's 38, but I'm not sure about my writing. Sean Lee's birthday's today.
He is indeed 38. The greatest cowboy that wasn't?
The General Lee? I mean, he was. He just, you can't play like he did and just not break down.
So you say he played?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, one of the nicest human beings I have ever talked to in my life. I'm not talking professional athletes. I'm talking...
And all human beings?
All human beings I've ever talked to. He is absolutely one of the nicest, man. Me and Big Red saw him at one of Sandler's swinging for a cause over at Top Golf one year. And dude, literally, so he saw me talking to Sandler and then talking to a couple of the other players, walked up to me, introduced himself. And I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. And dude, literally for 15 minutes, just asked me about me.
That's amazing.
It showed the fakest interest ever, but it was beautiful. And then of course we discussed other things, but dude, for 30 minutes, he let me beat him down with Cowboys talk and couldn't have been nicer.
Sean Lee. Underrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Underrated.
I mean, he's no Dat Win.
Well, he's no Dexter Coakley.
No.
So, yeah, we're kidding. Keyshawn Johnson turns 52 years old today.
I met Keyshawn in a Waffle House in Forney, Texas one time. True story.
Overrated?
Not for his era, no.
Okay.
Greatest possession receiver of all time.
Shut up.
I am lying. Of his era, man.
I'm a better possession receiver than he is.
All he did was catch 11-yard passes. and then fall down.
Tim Brown turns 58 years old today.
The speedster, man.
Dallasite. How old is he?
58.
Heisman Trophy.
Uh-huh.
Raiders, Notre Dame.
Yes.
Hated him, by the way. Because I hated Notre Dame and I hated the Raiders.
Well, you know. You have problems.
I have anger issues.
He almost died on a toilet in that one movie. Danny Glover's 78 years old today.
Elvis.
Danny Glover's greatness, dude. Lethal Weapon.
Damn right.
Lethal Weapon, man.
All 4 of them.
All of them. Actually, my wife were on a Mel Gibson kick last week. Watched Mel Gibson movies like literally every day for a whole week.
I got laid in the movie theater when we went to watch Lethal Weapon 4.
So you didn't get to see a lot of it? No, you probably saw the whole thing.
All but about the first 7
No,
minutes.
she was on top of me, and I didn't get to see the screen much.
He's like, move your head. I'm watching the movie.
It's good times.
Systematically may have killed one of my favorite characters, but also brought about one of my favorite characters, and that is John Leguizamo, 64 years old today.
Man, John Leguizamo's 60.
Underrated.
Me too. I think so, too.
You know what? About right rated, just because he was the Violator and the clown in the Spawn movie that was really not good.
All right.
Turning 63 years old today, Keith Sweat,
Who's that?
R&B singer.
Man, I think I can relate to Keith
Oh.
Sweat a lot in the
Yeah,
late
I'm out.
90s.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Turning 29
Is that
years-
Montez Sweat's dad?
Yes. Not confirmed, but I'm just going to say yes.
Let's go with that.
29 years old today. He's only 29, everybody. Not even 30 yet, Ezekiel Elliott.
Zeke. King Zeke.
That's right.
1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Right there with you, bud.
What? Crazy.
I don't know how you can't see it.
1,100 yards?
That's on the low end.
Yeah.
Dude, he hasn't ran for 1,000 yards in like 3 or 4 years.
Well, he had a terrible offensive line on a terrible team last year. If he was here instead of Pollard last year, he'd have gotten 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns on that team.
Yep.
What do you smoke before the show?
Well, you tell me what you're doing to not see that.
I'll take a lot of gabapentin,
There you go.
just so you know.
I take a lot of Gavin
Just
Spittle,
fair.
too.
Just fair. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
The hockey hawk.
Caw-caw.
Turning 69.
Yes.
He's the MCU's Joker, Willem Dafoe.
Underrated.
Man, he should have played the Joker at some point.
He should have, man.
But
Perfect.
his Goblin is the MCU's Joker. So
One of the creepiest dudes in real life, but in a nice way.
And I loved him in, the name of the movie.
Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I loved him in that too. He was great.
Damn right. Passed away in 2020. He always was able to act smarter than everybody else on his show because he had the answers. Alex Trebek.
We meet again, Trebek.
That's right.
Canadian.
Dude, he was always so smug. It used to make
Should
me
have been.
mad.
He was smart, dude.
Because he knew the answers because he had the answer cards.
I do like he always deadpan people and
'Cause
like
he's
made him feel
smart.
dumb as shit sometimes. You know, he's like, no, you're an idiot. That'll be $1,000 off
Yeah.
your total.
Because he was smart and
Dumbass.
Canadian.
Are Canadians smarter than Americans?
Hells yes.
No,
Not even close.
no, they would probably move if they were
Smart enough to
smarter.
live in this dumbass country.
Turning 60 years old, David Spade.
Underrated.
Pretty damn funny.
Funny by himself or
Funny
funny,
all
with
the
other
time.
people?
He is funny all the
I
time.
think he's just funny. I really just think he's just like he's one of the guys that if you were to sit in a room and just said somebody had to talk and you just had to listen, he'd be one of the guys just do it. Just
It'd be
whatever.
him. Yeah, for sure.
Whatever.
I think one of his most underrated movies is a movie called Senseless with Marlon Wayans. It's absolutely hilarious.
If there's a Wayans brother in it, I probably never saw it.
Dude, this one's really funny. It's got him, and it's got Rip Torn is in it, and David Spade.
You just brought him back in because it has Rip Torn in it.
I like Rip Torn.
Rip Torn's hilarious.
Dodgeball.
That's right.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Colby's never seen it. He doesn't like comedies.
I've seen parts of it.
He doesn't like to be funny.
He doesn't like comedies.
laughing.
I'm funny enough for myself. Thank you.
That's what David Spade said.
59 years old. And the creator, not the creator, but he was told to switch his finishing moves because the one he was using, he couldn't use on big guys. Now using the sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels.
Wrestler.
HBK.
That Mr. WrestleMania, son.
I don't know what that means.
He does. He does.
He's just trying to be a dick.
Is that his real name?
Shawn Michaels.
Actually,
No, Mr. WrestleMania. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know that.
Yeah, for a long time. But then, the Undertaker had his 21.
The streak.
And then the guy for the same for the Police started wrestling.
That's right. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Sting.
Nobody does.
Wasn't there a wrestler called Sting
Nobody cared about WCW, bro.
that painted his face like
the Crow
Kiss?
Sting. Everybody cared about the Crow Sting. I don't know what you're talking
Did
about.
I love the Sting before the Crow Sting, man.
Surfer Sting wasn't going to go over.
Dude, the blonde flat top. I saw him wrestle right here at the freaking Longhorn Ballroom back in the day.
Yeah, no, Surfer Sting wasn't going to make it in that generation. But Crow Sting definitely was. And 32, Selena Gomez.
Huh. Hot?
If you're ready, come
Yes.
and get it.
Is she?
Yes.
I still haven't decided. Is she from Dallas? I think she's one of those
San
weirdos from
Antonio.
Dallas.
San
No,
Antonio.
you don't know.
100%. Dude, I'm a girl dad, bro.
You still think Kaufman is East Texas?
It's getting east.
It's on its way east.
It's on its way there.
Colby, you forgot
Hey,
a big one.
did I?
That's what she said.
Drummer. Forgot a drummer, Colby.
What?
The drummer for In Living Color.
Oh.
Will Calhoun turned 63 today.
Cult of personality.
Uh-huh. God, I can't believe you eliminated a drummer.
You know what? I had 13 people on this list today. I normally
know.
do 10.
You got
so.
a lot.
Cult of Personality. Top 10 rock song of all time.
No. What? Come on. Will,
Come on.
we'd
dude.
like to have you back, but you keep saying dumb shit like that. It's going to take a majority vote. And there's only two of us.
I'm glad you can count to two at least.
Colin, usually not. I'm usually drunk by now. Cole, be celebrating Facebook birthdays today. If you'd like to be shouted out on our Facebook birthday segment, just friend me on Facebook and make sure your birthday's listed there, or reach out to me on the Twitter X at IndyCar10. We would love to have you there. Robin Kennedy Birkland. She's a hot, has a birthday. Mitch Ryan. You're not hot because you're a dude.
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday to you, Mitch. Colby, additional hot. Janice McFarland Bajent.
Todd's wife.
Todd McFarland Bajent. Pugs Moran celebrating a birthday today.
What's up, Pug?
How about you, Pugs?
How about it?
Did you know that he was in? Remember when we did the show at Tailgaters so regularly and frequently?
Yeah.
He was there for some of our shows.
What?
And I never saw him there.
I didn't.
Yeah, we had this conversation on Facebook a while back. He was like, yeah, man, I've seen you guys. I'm like, why didn't you come talk to us or something? We'd have you on the show. Y'all were doing your thing and you were hammered and, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like us.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. And finally, Ashton Jacobs celebrating a birthday. 29 years old, dude. It is over for you. I don't know what to tell you, but it's only downhill from here.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know. You know Ashton Jacobs?
Sounds like a wrestler.
It's a dude. Well, he's not a wrestler from the looks of his Facebook profile picture. And I wouldn't be friends with a wrestler. Colby is the only wrestling friend that I'm friends with.
I do have one friend. He was actually a friend of mine since I've been 15 years old. And it's his birthday today. So he's me and him same age. So I think turning 47 or 48. Aaron Davidson. Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday. I know Aaron. Oh, wait, no, it's a different Aaron. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Well, happy birthday to you, Aaron. And there you go, Colby.
There it is. So now it's time for Tim to start us off. Tim, have you found out who the good person, bad person, and ugly person is on your list?
No, but I can. I'm going to go backwards again, Colby.
Okay.
I'm going to go ugly. And we've definitely got some players here. I'd like to call it a tie, but we don't do ties.
We do not.
It's between Willem Dafoe and John Leguizamo.
Wow.
I mean, both pretty vicious looking. But you know what? I have more respect for Willem Dafoe than John Leguizamo, so I'm going to give Willem Dafoe the win.
All right.
Nothing personal, Willem. Except I think they forgot the I on your birth certificate. Just like that other dude where they accidentally put periods in his name. Went the other way there.
That's weird.
My bad, Colby. Couple of options here, but there's only, well, damn it. They're both football bads, too. Crap. All right. I have way more respect for Tim Brown. Keyshawn Johnson, you're bad. You're an idiot of epic proportions.
So
I can't even watch you on TV.
Does bad mean bad or bad mean good?
No, bad.
Bad.
Just make. Well, I mean, we're from the generation where bad
Don't
meant
try to
good.
Brady Tinker this segment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
what he tried to do.
I just want to make sure.
I just,
Well, I'm just
gonna
making
go.
sure.
He just made up his own rules as he went, and then he present his own people, and then we're like, no, that's not what we do here. Colby, my good. I mean, there's only one hot. I don't even know if she's hot, but I like the TV show she's on, so I'm going to go Selena Gomez.
Okay.
It's a great
So you
TV
like
show.
the Wizards of Waverly Place?
No, the TV show she's on.
That's the apartment.
Yeah,
murder mystery?
Oh.
with
Well,
Steve Martin and
Short
what's his
Martin?
face? Yeah, Martin Short.
Mm-hmm. All right, Riggs, who you got?
All right, so my good, because I just know it's going to freaking drive Tim crazy. My good will be Michael Sean Hickenbottom,
Yep.
I don't know who that
a.k.a.
is.
Shawn Michaels.
You can have a wrestling good. I don't care about that.
He's. I've known so many guys that he actually trained at his wrestling school in San Antonio, and everybody. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about the dude.
Not old Shawn Michaels. Young Shawn Michaels?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
some
yeah.
people that
Yeah,
have
yeah.
had problems.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're in the professional wrestling industry and you're trying to be the best there is, guess what? You're going to be an asshole to some people, and
Right.
That's just kind of how life is. When you're awesome at stuff, people just think you're an asshole because you're awesome at stuff. But sometimes that's what you got to do. Ugly, even though I love his work, Willem Dafoe is not easy to look at, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's been beat in the face with a sack of nickels or whatever it is.
Right.
Or a sack of testicles.
And bad, I'm just going to go with Ezekiel Elliott, and I don't care who gets mad about it.
Dude, what is you and Gerb need to get together and hate on Zeke Elliott over some wine or something?
Don't you worry about your quarterback over there, Riggs.
You should be hating on my quarterback. What are you talking about?
He's holding out.
Oh, well, he'll get paid.
So why don't you worry about your shit over there? My good is, well, it's Willem Dafoe.
He's all over the place.
Because, good God, it's Willem Dafoe.
Internets.
And it would have been Selena Gomez for that one time that Corey pulled me into the pre-show
Yes.
meeting and said, hey, have you seen this? And then he played If You're Ready, Come and Get It in the video. He's like, I'm not sure if she's old enough to be singing that. So we had a very questionable pre-show meeting
Wait, is she a singer too?
Yeah.
about that music video.
I have to check this out during the break.
My bad. You know, it's been long enough. I'm going to go with Alex Trebek.
What? What's bad about Alex Trebek other than the out-of-style double-breasted suits he wore way too long?
Again, he had all the answers. He acted like he was Mr. Know-It-all.
He was.
He wasn't.
What if he's the one that wrote all the questions out from memory and he already knew the answers?
Tim,
It's his show.
he wasn't.
You don't know that.
So,
You never went to a pre-show meeting there.
nope, sure didn't.
That would be fun, man. Pre-show meeting for Jeopardy? How boring would that be?
Colby, are you transitioning?
And my ugly, as soon as I'm done, my ugly's going to have to go to, Danny Glover. He's not a good-looking dude.
Well,
You think Danny Glover's uglier than John Leguizamo?
Yes.
Have you seen John Wick? John Leguizamo is a handsome man, sir.
John Leguizamo is in John Wick?
Yes.
Oh, that was Keanu Reeves.
It is Keanu Reeves, but John Leguizamo's.
There's
also,
other actors in that movie.
It's not
Thought
just
it was a
Keanu
one-man
Reeves
play.
just killing random people.
It's a one-man play.
And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to segue, Tim, if you've been waiting on that segue.
Got to get there, Cobra.
Sports. Is that,
No.
I want to jump the gun on it. My bad.
We're not there yet, Riggs.
Damn, he was asking me if I was segueing like 5 minutes ago. I figured he was ready.
Oh, wait.
That's news and notes. There we go. The tones of ginger playing in your ears, and that lets you know that it's time for Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sapp, along with Pod Racer Tim. And Riggs is here.
Oh, poor Big Red.
Oh, man. He stole his thing. Look, there's some things happening in the world of comic book movies, but let's go ahead and get into some of the news happening with the leaks confirmed by themselves, by the way, and also a trailer out there on the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. As the final trailer let us know that X-23 is going to be a part of that as Daphne Keene's character. Thank God she gets to do something else after the Crapolite. Sweet Jesus.
Nothing wrong with the Acolyte.
And man, let's not even get started on that just yet. We will be doing that in just a second. But she will be in this movie, and so it leads you to believe that they're going to pull her from the Logan movie so that timeline, which is also with the 20th Century Fox things in the desert, letting you know that the whole worlds are coming together. The other thing that's been confirmed is that thing that I told you guys about a week ago, who's in the movie. And if you don't want the spoiler, now's the time to close your ears, but it's already all over the internet now. As the MCU's Incredible Hulk will be making his way into the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Oh. Wait, there's information on the internet?
Yes, there is.
Hey, Colby, will you make sure that your laptop is muted in front of you?
All right.
You know how to do that?
Yep.
Live footage of muting.
Producing on the air.
My apologies. I thought I had it muted. My bad. Has it been that way the whole damn time then? Crap.
Apparently.
The other thing that's happening is in the trailer you can see the Deadpool making this motion.
Shooting his web.
That's also a thing. There will be MCU Spider-Man in the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Who will it be?
Oh, it'll be the MCU's. So there's only one that's actually MCU canon. And that would be Holland's Spider-Man.
But I thought he was done with making Spider-Man movies.
He's not done.
That's all he's got. He's got nothing else.
He's not done anymore.
I was like, bro, you're 30 years old, you're 5'4", you weigh 160 pounds, and you look like you're 10. So that's the only role for you.
So, but yeah, it looks like Holland's. Now we kept thinking that Toby was going to be the one in there, but the guy that I got this information from is Daniel RPK, and Daniel RPK is one of he's batting 1,000, and his exact quote in the tweet was the MCU's Hulk and the MCU's Spider-Man. So there's where I'm at with, well, your MCU, he would say it would be, it would be Toby's Spider-Man, or it would be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It would be Norton's Hulk, which is actually the same as the MCU's Hulk. They're just changed the actors that were playing that particular Hulk
3 times.
Or no, the first one was not in the MCU. The Eric Bana Hulk.
Oh, the Eric Bana Hulk
is not in the MCU.
Was that a Sony bit or no?
Yeah, that was their bit with it. That's still the reason why you don't get Incredible Hulk's own movies, because they still have contract rights.
Where does Nicholas Hammond fall into all of this?
Where does Nicholas Hammond fall into all of this?
The original Spider-Man from the 70s.
Nowhere. He's not going to ever fall. There's nobody that remembers that TV show, Tim, besides me and you.
There was a Spider-Man TV show?
Yes.
In the 70s, yeah.
There sure was.
I thought there was a cartoon. Spider-Man.
Live action.
Spider-Man.
And no, it was a live action show where he didn't fight any of his rogues gallery, but he fought common street crooks.
Yep. Muggers and stuff.
It was a show. Then it went to it did made for TV movies. There was two. One of them where he was in Japan.
What about the Great American Hero? Is he ever going to make an appearance anywhere?
No.
I feel like he should.
No.
Pretty sure William Cat's done acting these days.
Is Ferrigno going to be in any of these? I just feel like Ferrigno needs more stuff to do.
He's made guest appearances in a couple of things that when they.
I Love You, Man is my favorite bit with him in it.
So,
he was in The King of Queens too. He's their neighbor.
For those that are waiting on Eternals 2, the Feige has said that's never going to happen. Eternals is pretty much dead. So Eternals 2 is a non-starter, won't happen. So Angelina Jolie's trip through the MCU is officially over.
One and done.
Swing and a miss.
We don't need her.
Didn't it have Harry Styles in it too?
It had a lot of folks in it, and it was supposed to bring about the Game of Thrones star coming over as the Black Knight, and that was going to be issued into Blade and all of that. So I don't know if that's happening now or not, because that may have been more explained in Eternals 2, but we'll never have it because nobody went and saw Eternals 1. So appreciate all y'all that didn't go see it. Assholes. Getting on from that and moving on into something a little bit more combative, we need to go ahead and bury the show that is the Crapolite. As last week, we had the series ending. Let's just say that.
It's the season ending.
The series is done.
It's not done.
As the Crapolite left its final episode out there for all of us to hate watch, except for Tim.
That's right.
And Tim,
Colby,
I'm going to give you moments to try and sell me on it before I bury this bitch.
Well, I'm not going to sell you on it because our whole fibers of our beings differ on what it is.
You know what?
And that's okay.
Don't sell me on it. Sell the person out there on why you think what you think.
I think it is highly entertaining.
Okay.
And that's all I care about. I don't care about the history, the time where it screws up timelines, any of that crap. I don't even story inaccuracies. I don't care about the plot line inconsistencies. And yes, there are 1,000 of those per episode. I understand that. Character development in this show was horrible. The writing was horrible. The acting was good.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with most of the acting. But even the storyline itself has failures. But the reason I watch stuff is not to learn about Star Wars. The reason I watched this was to be entertained. And I was entertained. Even having to come in every week and hear you totally slant. And I get it. Okay, look, I'm not faulting you for the way you feel. Okay, you are in this whole thing way deeper than I am.
Right.
And all of the things that you saw and recognized, I noticed about 1% of that. And if you wouldn't have told me about them, I would have never known. So I'm just going on raw entertainment value. I was entertained. I loved the lightsaber sequences.
Those were pretty good, actually.
Those were good. I liked the lightsaber whip. That was pretty cool. We're going to see that again in season 2.
It's not coming back.
And then the closing shot of, what's her name, Vanna White Nestra with Yoda. We saw Yoda, dude. That's all I need to say.
More than Yoda,
Cancel you, I will.
You can go ahead and try. That's basically the Yoda in this show. You can go ahead and try. Even more egregious than the Yoda shot was Darth Plagueis just for half a moment peering out of the cave and then going back. No words, no nothing. Just here I am. Here I go.
Yeah, see, I feel like there was more to that they got the cut out, right? There has to be.
So it was like the Grover from, he was like, near 4.
Surprise! I would have loved it if they had Plagueis pop open and all of a sudden he just had the voice of Mr. Hanky. Howdy-ho, everybody! That would have made the most sense. There's a couple things in this last episode that really pissed me off. And not some of the things that pissed everybody else off. Like at the end where people were like just begging him to please just take them both. But yes, he was in a Sith ship. It only has 2 seats.
On purpose.
That's because the power of 2.
A rule of 2.
So, okay, cool.
There's always 2.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she sit in her lap?
I mean, she could have. They probably could have got out of there, but whatever. Fine. I understand.
Wasn't in the script.
I understand that part too. There's a couple of instances in this. Number one, what side is Sniffy the dog man on?
I
That's a
feel like
weird
he's
name.
kind of his own thing, right? Like he's serving both sides.
Well, okay, he's
Sniffy
totally
the dog man.
Sniffy's like, yeah, I'll help you find the Jedi. Yeah, I'll help you find her. Yeah, wait, May, don't hurt Saul. That's bad. I'm going to stop you. I'm also going to, like bite you and stuff and try and then, oh, hey, wait, but you're going to shoot down the evil woman? No, you're not.
Yeah. Kind of switched sides a lot, didn't he?
And then, oh, hey, you want me to go find the person that I just saved from not getting shot down? Sure, I'll go.
I feel like he's the series version of Jar Jar Binks.
There is not a character in this show that is a full-fledged character.
I feel like Tim is the Sniffy the dog guy. He's always switching sides.
What about the little robot transistor radio dude that turned into the Sith robot?
Yeah.
Peg, what's his name? Peg, whatever
Pip.
it was. Pip. Yeah.
No.
Kind of fully developed.
No, not fully developed at all. There's also not a single character in this show that is either a good person or a bad person. There's not. They're not.
Well, that's the point. There's good in everyone and there's bad in everyone. That's the point the series is trying to make.
You've never watched Star Wars, have
This
you?
is fucking Star Wars, okay?
It's the new Star Wars.
No, this is the old Star Wars. That's the even worse part of it. This is before all that other shit. Right? So there is no Jedi that's portrayed in this show that is good.
Nope.
Totally good.
The entire Jedi population is made to look very bad in this.
And then you have the Sith, whose like whole mission in life is to kill and be evil, and yet there's a few parts in this episode where he's like, "I'm just trying to be me, I'm just being me."
Well, you had to play it cool.
Because I'm Darth Thirst Trap.
He had Sith hair.
That's
Darth-
me.
He was Darth. I thought he was Darth Joker.
He's that's only with his helmet on.
Oh, okay.
That can stop the Force from entering in, but it's only designed to let the Force in because they still haven't made up their mind.
No.
They changed it from episode to episode. So there's not a character in this damn thing. But there's been mess ups in every episode, but the one that really pissed me off during this last episode, and I'll tell you.
Tell us.
So OSHA and Darth Thirst Trap, or at this point, was he Darth Joker? No, he didn't have his mask on, so he's still Thirst Trap. So
I thought we called him Hunky Sith.
So Smilo Ren, so they're walking up to the mining encampment. The one that's in the side of the mountain that the Jedi couldn't find.
With the big door on the side of
With
it?
the big door on the side that they've been there for 7 weeks and couldn't find. They walk up to it. You remember the one that's made totally of rock and stone that caught fire? You remember that one?
And the blinking lights all over it?
Yeah. That, by the way, that's the major part of the fire was that the mass generator that ran the whole damn thing caught fire and exploded, and that's what almost killed the twins. Remember that one? Yeah. So OSHA and Smilo Ren, Darth Joker, Darth Thirst Trap, walk up to this motherfucker, and she's like, the only way to get down there is the elevator. Let me hotwire this bitch. With what electricity?
With the Force.
With what electricity?
Electric lightning out of her fingers.
That generator blew up in episode 1.
They fixed it.
Nobody's been here for 16 years.
It was off camera.
And all of a sudden now this elevator works. It's forking fine. What?
Colby loves this show.
What? Take about 4 minutes for her to go, well, people have been back since we've been here and they've gotten the everything, up and running. That's all it took. That's all it took was for somebody or anybody head to that. We're going back to the Milan colony. The one that burned down, yeah, but it's been up and running since then. Nobody mentions a damn thing. They'd show back up. All the lights are on. What? The generator's back. What?
Where'd it come from?
That big fire that was in their room, they go back to their room that the big fire was in.
It's all shiny and bright, so they mopped it up.
Nothing's burnt. All the furniture, all the everything, it's still the big fire that burned everybody to death.
It was entertaining,
They had a
Colby.
cleanup
I liked
crew.
it.
They had a cleanup crew coming.
Just was back.
Can't wait for season 2. No, that was the whole, we talked about this last week. That was the whole point of this series, was to show that there's good and bad in everyone. It makes the Jedis look out to be bad.
Right.
Which, by the way, has always been the case in the entire history of Star Wars. The Jedis are faulted, like I would say, teetering on evil even.
No,
in every single movie, we have an example of this.
No, the Jedi has been always good to a fault, and that was their downfall.
That is not what I've ever seen portrayed in a Star Wars movie.
Quit watching Star Trek and saying it's Star
I
Wars.
love Star Trek.
Okay.
The new ones are good.
Okay, what Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi lied to Luke in the very first movie. They purposefully lie to him about his history, about who he is, and who his father was. Because they want something from him.
They didn't lie to him.
They lied to him.
Darth Vader killed his father.
Oh, my God.
That's not a lie. That's what happened.
And then they sent him to live with his uncle.
From a certain point of view.
Who hated the special magic. Wait, are we still talking about Star Wars or is it Harry Potter?
I've never seen Harry Potter.
Same exact story, by the way.
I've seen that before, yeah.
So, at any rate, that was awful.
I think we need a movie showing how the Jedi are evil, because they are.
No, they're not. They've never been.
I'm going to turn to the dark side, Colby.
You're already there.
You've been there.
You're already there.
It's more
and
fun.
The other side of it, the dark side, is always the bad guy. Is always. And yeah, we spend episodes where like, you just got to be yourself. And they end the fucking show with OSHA going, guess I'm going to go train to be a bad guy. And it's like a happy ending. Like it's off to the sunset. We're better now because I've accepted who I am, and who I am is evil.
She's evil.
Man, fuck off.
So great.
Such a piece of trash.
It's so great.
And then the Yoda at the end. So
awesome. He needed to comb his hair, but
so green bald whip Jedi opens the door and there's Yoda.
Venestra.
And Destro.
Deathlock.
Yeah. G.I. Joe.
Wasn't Deathlock green too? I think he was.
So she's going to go file her report, which is, by the way, is a lie. All the Jedi, all they do throughout this whole damn thing is lie.
That's all they've ever done.
For no reason whatsoever. There was no reason to lie. There was reason to lie. You don't want to tell Luke, by the way, your father, Darth Vader, yeah, you don't want to go follow him because,
he's Darth Vader.
He's Darth Vader. But there was no reason to lie for any of the Jedi throughout this damn thing. Again, Saul killed the evil space witch that turned into a giant demon and was trying to kill a child.
The lesbian witches.
I mean, she didn't go like, hey, by the way, I've got to turn into a giant shadow real quick. Because there was no instance to where this needed to happen. She just all of a sudden just goes, man.
Well, she had to control the Wookiee Jedi.
No, that was Lady Horny.
Oh, the horny lady. That's
Yeah.
right. And they unplugged her.
Again?
They unplugged her.
They did. They unplugged everybody.
all died.
apparently. They all fell over. It was tragic.
Pocket full of posies.
Wow.
So if you missed the Crapolite, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, good. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss anything. Good.
If you want to go watch it,
Do it.
just understand that every single episode has enough plot holes that you could fall through it and never make it back.
That is true.
Just keep in mind, I'm still watching The Punisher season 2, which came out in 2008. So I'm a few years behind on TV shows.
Hey, there's this cool show back in the 80s called A-Team. Should check that out.
By the way, in case you didn't catch on your Facebook post, yes, Bernthal will be reprising his role as the Punisher in the new Daredevil Born Again series.
Nice.
So there you go. And there you go, everybody. That's a proper bearing of the Crapolite, and that is Mystery Shotgun. Coming up next on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show, there's a blank spot that I don't know. I think we're doing arena football of some sort or mall football. And then I've got news and notes. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show.
Let's go.
Hello, sports fans.
FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things? To showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show here on FanStream Sports on a Monday night as we begin to wrap things up, entering the final stretch. Appreciate everybody popping on here with us on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, and on our new friends on TikTok, Colby.
Oh, yeah?
They're all back.
Nice!
Got a shit ton of TikTok people tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We are here every Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 Central Time in the PM at fanstreamsports.com and on the mobile app. Appreciate you guys being part of the show. We always have the FanStream Sports text line available, 214-937-0569. That's good 24/7 if you're listening to one of the recorded shows and you want to spout off on how dumb Colby is about his acolyte opinion.
Ain't nothing dumb about that.
Just go ahead and throw that on the text line. It goes to his phone, I think, which means he might have seen a conversation I had with a chick because I didn't want to call her from my number.
Oh, dear sweet God, I did not.
Yeah, you probably don't need. I think I deleted most of it, but
We'll screenshot it and we'll share it out on social media.
well, you don't have to. My life's an open book here, Will. That's what we do.
Too much Tim.
Colby and Will,
she
did
said.
you know? Oh man, that's always more me. There was a professional football league that held their championship game in a mall.
I did not.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I'm assuming this is the Arena Bowl.
Arena Bowl, what is it, 34? Here's a picture of the field inside the mall. So it was over the skating rink.
Nice.
This was in New Jersey, I believe.
By the way, Jeff Fisher, formerly of the Tennessee Titans, is the president of that league now, by the way.
Okay, cool. I like Jeff. I think I relate him more to the Rams, though, than the Titans.
It's just because what he did to...
Actually, I relate him more to the Oilers than the Titans.
Oh, there you go.
So this is, here's your picture. I mean, it looks like a cool mall up there in, I don't know, probably Piscataway, New Jersey or something. I don't know where it's at. It's in New Jersey, though. Probably closer to New York than Philadelphia. And this was the setup that they had. And, man, had I known about this, I might have tuned in. I don't even know if it was, had to have been on TV, right? Like CBS Sports HQ or something. But I've got some video here, guys.
Oh, dear.
I believe it's the opening kickoff. And there's literally it's like a mall, dude. And you know how you go to the mall with a skating rink and there's just people standing on the sides, like just leaning over and watching all that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what? Before you get to the video, breaking news, everybody. Burger King has fiery mozzarella fries.
Have you not had those?
It's like chicken fries, but it's mozzarella sticks, but it's their version of it.
It's really good, by the way, Colby.
I probably need to try those.
Yeah, get some on the way home.
All right.
I will also throw this at you while we're on food before we get to arena football. Wendy's new saucy nugs, the ghost pepper. Dude, good. Not hot enough. It's not a ghost pepper. To me, it's not. But the flavor is on par.
I just saw that Wingstop commercial. Now I need wings. Man.
There's better wings than Wingstop.
Yeah, but
like Wendy's saucy nugs.
No.
Okay, you're no.
Now you're just shock radio.
I'm not a Wingstop guy, except for the sandwich and the one sauce that Colby told me about. Here we go. Back to arena football. We'll do saucy nugs talk next week.
All right.
Or on Wednesday. Here we go, Colby.
Giffen won the game for him last week. Will kick it off. So Albany will start out with the football, and Arena Bowl 33 is
people hanging out in the mall watching a football game.
Wade plays it cleanly across the 5, the 10, and he's hit hard and brought down at the 20. Excellent return there by Markel Wade. So we'll get our first look at Jake Medlock.
What do you think people that just walked in the mall to go buy some Jordache jeans at the Macy's were thinking?
They were just traveling to the Gap.
Yeah.
Ended up at Gadzooks instead because they wanted that cool T-shirt.
Looking for Spencer's gifts for a funny gift for their wife or something.
Ended up KB Toys buying the newest Transformer.
Oh, yeah.
And then traveling across the other side of the mall because KB Toys couldn't be next to Toys R Us, so they had to go over there.
Right. No, man. I'm telling you what, the greatest day ever is the guy that was guilted into going to the mall with his family because they wanted to go. Not that ever happens, but I'm sure that happens to somebody, right?
It does.
And you walk in and you're like, shit, I don't want to go to any of these stores. And then you look and there's an actual arena football game just playing right in front of you.
You guys go ahead, spend whatever you want. I'll be right here the whole time.
I mean, can you imagine? Have y'all been to a real Arena League game before?
I used to be an announcer for Arena
League.
Yeah,
you were.
And I'm going to say right now, arena football is pro wrestling, just so you know.
I love watching it in person.
It is a lot of fun.
I went to a couple of arena football games, but I still remember this, and I think I told you this story already, Tim, where we were going to, it was Arena Football 2, their like under-tier league, and we at KNC were going out to do a remote and go check them out or whatever, right? And I remember watching this one guy, like everybody else could look like they could throw the football, except for the quarterback on this one team.
Told me this.
Whose shoulder pads were like freaking huge. Like his arms were down here and his pads were sticking out on both sides. Like he had on a zoot suit.
Are you sure this wasn't like a Make-A-Wish thing where the kid that's dying was out there playing quarterback?
It was a Dallas team of some sort because it was a Dallas arena or whatever. It was like I said, it was arena football too. It was the minor portion of it. Dude dropped back to throw a football, and it wasn't Bernie Kosar. It wasn't Darren O'Day. It started here and somehow ended here when he threw. And it was going that way. It was the ugliest thing left-handed, I probably made a prettier toss than him right-handed. And I remember watching that going, there's got to be somebody else. And the ball came out end over end, and he wasn't Dan Fouts.
Quack, quack, quack. Looked like a Chutch pass.
Yeah, the greatest duck throw. Man, some of those balls Chutch threw were amazing.
Some of them weren't.
Looked
like early Brett Favre. Brett Favre.
I'm just going to throw this ball. Laces, no laces, the end of the ball, tip of the ball. I don't care. It's going out there.
So, arena football or indoor soccer?
Arena football.
Oh, yeah, arena football.
See, I think I'm going indoor soccer.
So, man, arena football is just wild because it is nonstop. And I was like the arena voice of the team.
Right.
Which is basically the hype man, if you've ever been to one. It's like nonstop hype man. And I'd get to the end of the night. It's like doing dirt track racing. By the time the end of the night comes, I'm like, psh, and it's just like, sit down. I'm done. I'm cooked. Take me to Waffle House.
Right. Now, see, when I went to arena football games in the first incarnation of the
Desperados.
Watch out for those desperados.
Watch out for those desperados.
Yeah, like it was just a normal league. Like it wasn't like that at all. It wasn't
Very
over the
calm.
top. It was just football, right? But they were playing inside. I sort of dug it. But
it's fun. And there's some super talented guys that play. But it's very carny in between.
I liked watching them hit each other over the dasher, over the walls.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of cool, like a little bit of hockey going into it. But I haven't been to an indoor soccer game since Tattoo was still playing for the Sidekicks.
Right.
And I could pay.
I think they might be the only indoor soccer team left.
They're still around?
Yes, they are.
Okay, but it's got to be different
Nope.
Sidekicks. They haven't
Nope.
been around continuously for that long.
Nope, they came back, I don't know, about 6 years ago.
Okay, yeah, so
that
they're
I
new.
worked with. Yeah, a guy I worked with.
But they play like in Allen, right? They don't play in Dallas
they play in
anymore.
Allen. They play the same place where the Allen Americans play.
The Allen Event Center.
Yeah.
It's not Boston there. I'm sorry, New Boston. But dude, I loved indoor soccer. Like in high school, we'd go down there and it was $3 to get in. Soda was like $2 because I was in high school. I wasn't drinking yet, Mom.
Yet.
But dude, I know there'd be like 10 of us that would drive down there and go, and that's when it was 2 hours to get to downtown Dallas from the Colony. But man, if I was given a choice right now, I'd probably pick. And I haven't seen an indoor soccer game in 30 years, but I'd probably pick indoor soccer over arena. Arena, to me, seems too, it's just a bit.
It's really busy, but that's what indoor soccer is to regular soccer. It's just really busy. So, where's your base at? If you're based in you just love soccer, then go watch your indoor soccer. But if you're based in football like everybody else that should be, then you'll go arena football.
Everybody born in Texas, they're going to go arena football every time.
You know how I feel about that activity that you just mentioned.
You're the one taking the soccer over the football.
I'm taking it on the indoor side.
Right.
Because I love, and you know what they should do in real soccer? Outdoor soccer, whatever. I think they should move the net in so players can go behind the goal like in hockey. Dude, that would be amazing, I think.
You know what?
And then put 2 people in goal.
There's your exact twin, but he lives in like Germany or whatnot. That the idea that you're trying to trick up his game has just made his sphincter close up, all the legs off his spider, and he's got all the wrinkles in his star. He's just he can't unclench right now. He's so mad at you.
Well, Gustav, you need to make your game better, okay? Because it sucks.
Goose Tim.
Goose Tim
That's his name.
Yeah, soccer
from Hamburg, Germany.
Uh-huh.
Soccer's
Look, and I appreciate Dawson's passion. He came on and did a 24 minutes on soccer segment with us, and it was great. It was outstanding. He made some great points.
He did.
And he's obviously very passionate about the game. And I get it. I just don't get it.
Man, the only soccer team I cared about was the one on Ted Lasso. That was it.
I watched like 5 episodes of that, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that show's funny.
Couldn't do it. All right, Colby, are you transitioning?
I can. Sure can. Ready
All right.
to go.
Well, then let's do
You're
it.
make an ugly girl.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Riggs. Thank you for making us sound good. News and notes is where I search the World Wide Web for the weird.
Internets.
By God, I found it. By the way, news update. We're trying to talk Tim into joining up and playing a little Grand Theft Auto with the rest of the boys. And if we do that, I'll see if I can't record some bits and put that out there on the YouTube for you to see Tim's interaction with the Pooties and the Fatheads.
It's going to be great.
So there you go.
Dominate.
But starting off news and notes, we've got to go to, well, I just got to go to the good right off the bat, ladies and
Is it
gentlemen.
a horse on a bicycle or a bear on a bicycle?
It isn't. It isn't. But going to Indy100.com, as we have found Hollywood's most alarming beauty trend. And this is Kate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock have both enjoyed the benefits of this beauty trend called the penis facial.
What the?
I've gotten those before.
What?
You've gotten those?
I mean, not on purpose. I didn't know we were going to cross swords.
Never stare at it.
Never be the one on bottom. I just don't to be that guy.
It's becoming increasingly clear that there's nothing celebrities won't do for beauty, especially when it comes to their skin. From Kim Kardashian's famous so-called vampire facial to Victoria Beckham's enthusiasm for bird poo-infused face cream.
My girl.
She wears bird shit on her face.
Still my girl.
However, Kate Blanchett's preferred treatment surely must be the winner in the weirdness stakes, as it's simply known as the penis facial. And no, it's not a misleading name. It really involves penises.
It's hot.
That's a whole other ton of movie.
More specifically, the foreskins of newborn Korean babies. Is this South Park?
It's so specific. Korean babies.
Wait, north or south?
Just, either one they can get, I guess.
All right.
So little Korean baby boys
They get the snip.
get the snip, and then
They take the extra.
Wait, Koreans get circumcised?
In an interview with Vogue Australia, go ahead, Tim.
Good day, mate.
Back in 2018, Blanchett revealed how she first came across the eyebrow-raising
she said came across.
with her friend, fellow actor, you can call her actress, Sandra Bullock, Sandy, and I saw this facialist, that's a job, in New York,
Professional.
Georgia Louise, and she gives what we call the penis facial. She told Vogue reporter Remy Rippin.
Look, Sandra Bullock's an
Fake
attractive woman. There's a lot of guys out there that give her a penis facial, I'm sure.
Was 20 years ago.
I
She
still
still
would.
is.
I don't know what it is or whether it's just because it smells a little bit like sperm. Actual quote.
Mark.
There's some enzyme in it, so Sandy refers to it as the penis facial. So Georgia came out and said, well, here's what it is.
Wiener.
It's in an interview with Hollywood Reporter, she explained that the treatment's technical name is epidermal growth factor facial, or EGF for short,
Sounds like something Rafael Palmeiro would sell.
and that no babies are harmed in the making of it. Go talk to the babies. The foreskin is collected during the circumcision, and then the stem cells are then harvested and extracted through centrifuge. So they put it in a vial and they put it in the shaker, right?
So they cut their stem, and then they
Yep.
take the stems from their stems. Got it.
Penis is hurting right now.
I'm always mindful to explain the radical serums and potions that I carry in my back bar. What?
Mark.
What the hell?
So I always explain that EGF is delivered from newborn baby foreskin, but cells were taken from that. New cells are cloned in a laboratory. They're cloning baby Korean foreskins and putting it on people's faces.
So we can't clone anything else in this world but goats
and Korean baby foreskins.
Sheep.
Yes.
and sheep. Yeah. Cool.
I'd like to clone some people.
Science, man. Science. This is
I'd
aliens.
like to ask one particular question. Who looked at the baby Korean trimmings and go, I can do something with that?
Sounds like Sandra Bullock.
Is this person that just does facials, I guess?
It's like, like everybody's got an old man in their life who would be like, so that trash over there, I'm going to take that and I can do something with that. And they'll build something cool out of it.
But somebody stared at the
Foreskin.
Snippins bucket and goes,
They keep them in a bucket?
oh, man.
You think they stay soft?
It just picks them up and goes, hey, can I have this?
Hey, what are y'all going to do with this? You're not going to throw this away, are you?
Y'all not going to use this, are you? All right, cool, I'm out.
I can build a person out of this.
I'm gonna make $1 million on Hollywood people.
Just using baby wiener clippings.
Man, I'm not. During this, by the way, the whole that homegirl that Tim loves, one of the Spice Girls.
Oh.
Is it specific to Korean baby wiener snippings?
That's what the article says.
It's hot.
They're forcing Korean people to get knocked up for Hollywood.
Well, they're just cloning it.
Hollywood is funding.
I think they're just cloning everything.
Victoria Beckham again, bird poo infused face cream. So somebody's just walking along, sees some shit on their car, and goes, "Scrape that off. Here, I can make something out of that."
I got that.
And don't ask me where Kim Kardashian gets the blood for her facials. Can you imagine?
I've done that before.
Can you
but
imagine?
Not on purpose.
You don't know what's going on, and you just walk in on Kim Kardashian, who she's getting ready, and she's just got blood on her face. I'm out. I already think she's crazy anyway.
I already think she's the devil.
That
would make sense.
I like Khloe Kardashian.
Okay, so she's probably gotten blood facials too.
But she's
I bet she's got
OJ's
other
baby.
facials too.
She's
I mean,
OJ's
I mean,
daughter.
I can understand, like, all of us have walked in at one point with, the cucumbers are on the eyes and they've got like the guac or whatever on their face.
Then you just grab some chips and be like, hold up. Get that out.
And you've been like, whoa, shit. Warn somebody.
I've been married 25 years, bro. It's a deal.
I've been married 3 times. I know more about you.
Uh-huh. More about him?
Yeah, what'd I say?
You should learn to talk.
English?
Words.
Uh-huh.
Good day, mate.
Let's go from there to Malaysia. Been there. There was a hit and run in Malaysia.
On a bike?
No,
Sounds like they were hit and run in Korea, too.
with an oil tanker. The hit and run that involved an oil tanker. So Malaysia says they have intercepted a large oil tanker that was involved in a collision with another ship before fleeing the scene and turning off its traffic system. The Coast Guard says it is located and detained Series 1, sailing under the flag of Saltam and Prince. The 2 tugboats that were towing the vessel off of the country's eastern coast. Here's the thing, Alice. You hit and run as an oil tanker and you flee the scene.
Very slowly.
At like a top speed of like 15 miles an hour. Fleeing the scene. Think you're going to get caught, bud. You might as well just go ahead and wait for the insurance and all that to show up with the officials. Can you imagine you hit somebody and they're like, hey, what's up? And you're like, hold on. Also you hear, dude. This motherfucker's backing up forever. Like a long sequence, like the opening of Spaceballs is happening. Where is this ever going to end? It's happening as you back away and then it takes off again. Not real fast.
It's like the Austin Powers bit where he's in the freaking corridor on
on the golf cart. Colby, by the way, 15 miles an hour equals 13 knots.
Good for me. I just was explaining it to everybody. I knew.
It's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
13 Dawns. So, but yeah, if you're involved with a hit and run and you're happen to be driving a oil tanker, you may just want to go ahead and stick around.
Huh.
Thanks to the BBC for that story.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Uh-huh. And it's internet.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I look all over the internet. Let's go
all over.
Let's go from there to Florida because Florida's America's Wang. Evan Sims, well, he fucked up.
Florida man story. Love it.
Yeah.
Always good.
He's a 41-year-old man who had a breakup. He had a breakup while he was on an airplane.
Huh.
The breakup with his old lady made him pretty pissed. I guess she's the one that said we're through.
On an airplane? She didn't think that through. You got to.
I don't know. Maybe he did something to piss her off. At any point, she's like, no, we're done. So he gets up, and his exact quote is, this bitch has got a bomb. Then throws his drink on her. Motherfucking bitch, she's got a bomb.
Oh, no.
Huh.
Talking to the FBI later, he asked, how fucked am I?
And they were like, pretty fucked, bro.
We found out last Thursday because the jail sentence was let out how fucked he actually is. As for doing that, he's got to pay about $25,000 in restitution to the airline, but also he gets 2 years in jail.
Is he on a no-fly list after that?
Yeah.
Gotta
now,
be,
he's
right?
been in jail for 8 months since this has happened, so it is credited off his jail time. He's still got another year left, plus some, in the jail.
He had to get away from her anyway. So.
Plus 25 grand. It sounds like she needed to get away from him. If his response to we're through is,
she's got a bomb.
She's got a bomb. Fuck you, bitch. Threw his drink on her.
No.
She's got a bomb.
No, I said she's the bomb. What are you talking about?
Dude.
You say bomb on an airplane. What? Bomb.
I said lunch, not launch.
Right.
Colby, I have a similar story.
Do you?
I have a friend, lady friend, who went on a cruise with her newly-ish boyfriend.
Oh, no.
7-day cruise, right?
Uh-huh.
They'd been going out like maybe 5 months.
Uh-oh.
First night of the cruise, he gets shit-faced drunk. She hauls him back to the room, the cabin, right? He's passed out. His phone starts blowing up. So she's like, who's trying to get a hold of him? Looks at the phone, and it's a bunch of text messages from a chick.
Uh-oh.
She uses his finger, whatever, or his face, or however it is, to open his phone. He's getting nudie pictures sent from some girl, and she goes back, and he's been cheating on her. Like it's his ex-girlfriend that he never stopped seeing. On the first night of a 7-day cruise.
Oh, dear. I bet the next 6 dates were shit for
You
him,
can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's
You're locked. You got the single room.
Yep, and they were with a couple friend of his, not hers.
Oh, dear.
And, yeah, it was 6 days of hell.
Y'all been on a cruise before?
Yep.
Hell no.
Did
Never.
You like it?
It's all right. It's all right.
I've seen Titanic.
I didn't want to say an Arctic cruise.
It's all the same.
I thought about it.
Wait, do you think that the Titanic sunk in the Arctic?
No. But it was up there far enough that there was a fucking iceberg.
Hey, Caribbean. I ain't going down there either. Icebergs float.
Pirates don't. I mean, what?
What?
They do too.
Let's go from there to, aren't we doing phrasing anymore? Let's go to gizmodo.com.
All right, Archer.
As Oscar Gonzalez wrote this headline, as Pornhub pulls out of Nebraska.
Poor girl.
Man.
What's wrong with her?
Well, apparently it's just nobody wants to fuck Nebraska. They're done.
It's hard to call me.
I'm not reading the article, but I had to read that headline. So there you go.
Emphasis on the word head.
Mm-hmm. Let's go from there back to Florida as we're going to Panama City Beach.
Panama.
Bum, 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 bum.
So TikTok user at Missy Yip 711. I love names. captures a part because she entered in with a group. She's filming. I guess everybody's just walking in, whatever. And so she's going live on the TikTok, like we are right now, by the way.
On the TikTok. Interwebs.
And as she's doing her, this person has this purse. Look at Katie, how great she looks, blah, blah, blah. She catches the end results of some Dine & Dashers at a Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, wait, I have the real one.
And the alleged Dine & Dashers dined and then dashed and then came back. Why? One of them forgot their purse.
Oops. That meal's paid for already.
And the manager's holding on to the purse.
Well, dumb and stupid is, stupid does, Lieutenant Dan.
Step 1 to dashing. If you're trying to get out of the meal that you just ate, take everything with you. Don't leave anything behind. If you're dashing, first of all, don't do that. If you can't afford to eat there, then don't go eat there. And if you can't afford to tip, then don't go eat there anyway.
I say that all the time. I hate people that don't tip.
But if you're going to dash, don't leave your purse or your wallet with your personal identification and cards they can use to go ahead and just pay that anyway.
Along with some other ones. Colby, what's worse, dining and dashing or dashing then dining?
I'm gonna go with dining then dashing.
Yeah, it'd probably be hard to do the other one, right?
Right.
Just get it to go.
Yeah, and not pay for it somehow.
Yeah, order a to-go order, dash with it, and then you eat it later.
Have you seen the fast food restaurants? They have a rack out front. It's the DoorDash rack.
Yeah, I drive for DoorDash, so I see them all the time.
But they don't ask they don't ask. Hey, I'm picking up for DoorDash.
You just go look at the number on the ticket and you grab it and go.
Right. And I'm like, so basically, hey, you remember that earlier in the show when Colby was talking about cheap food and cheap meals?
Yeah. It happens all the time, dude. I walk in consistently and I go in and like it's not there. They're like, well, it was. I'm like, well, it ain't now. Make it again, bitch. Hurry.
And then you just do the fast food bit for him, and then your lunch is approximately $0.
This is true.
There you go.
So
life hacks.
Let's go from there. We're going to the Tri-State Tollway Bridge near Oak Brook.
In the tri-state area.
In the tri-state area. Y'all remember the Wienermobile?
Do.
Oscar Mayer?
Yeah. There was it's kind of like that, but it's for one of the truck restaurants. The truck
stops?
Truck stops?
Not truck stops, but the actual your fast foods in the truck. Food truck.
Food truck. Oh, okay.
Trucks. Called hot doggers. Sorry, I couldn't. But the file cabinet under food truck was locked.
Colby's drunk.
And it wouldn't let me into
Colby's
it.
is going to be Wang Dangers. That's going to be his new food truck.
Yes, where we sell all the wangs, and it makes you say "dang." What? So the Wienermobile got into a wreck on the tollway. Can you imagine having to report that to your insurance? Yeah, hello, State Farm. I just got hit by a
big wiener.
Huh. I think I've seen porns that start that way.
Well, if you come inside, we'll work it out between us. I've heard this too many times.
The Wienermobile struck a car, lost control, rolled over. Can you imagine watching? They didn't catch this on video, but I'd love to see the Wienermobile lose control, hit a car, and just start rolling over.
It'd be like a weird roll though, because it's got the slope and on the top.
Right.
So it'd be like a.
I just need to see the hot dogger crash. So there's a video of the hot dog, or the picture of the hot dogger on the tow truck.
That's a big ass tow truck hauling in the wiener.
That's what she said.
So I just wanted to have that end off news and notes because we started it off with the penis, and now we're ending it with the wiener.
More wiener.
There you go. And that's news and notes, everybody.
Thank you, Colby the Sapness. The studio audience was applauding you, by the way, for that.
All about the wieners.
Remember,
Applauding the wieners.
Pornhub pulled out of Nebraska.
I said tell her to call me.
See, it's all about Pornhub and the wieners talk there.
Right.
News and notes.
I can make her feel better. We want to thank everyone that made this one possible. Turf Life at turflife.club, Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com, and of course, the pioneers of golf facilities management, oriongolf.com. Go check them out. We will be back on Wednesday, Hump Day, with another Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show and more debauchery, more Florida man stories, probably some more Cowboys, maybe a little bit of Rangers, but definitely some more hockey because we're going to have a not-so-surprise visit from the Hockey Hawk on Wednesday, Colby. He'll be here as well, talking Stars and Joe Pavelski as he made his retirement official this week. He won't be coming back. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday. You guys make sure you tune in, be there or be square. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see ya.